In the opera world, a woman whose voice matures moves on to new roles that suit her voice.
In The Marriage of Figaro by Mozart, you have two female roles. You have Susanna and you have the Countess. Susanna is cast as a light lyric soprano, and the Countess is usually a full lyric soprano. In a woman's career, if they are a light lyric soprano, sometimes they will start singing the role of Susanna. As their voices mature, they can transition into singing the Countess.
But in pop music, discographies and #1 hits can keep artists singing the same songs for years, even if their voices have outgrown their old music, so to speak. So what would be the solution to this? Write new music, of course. Music that suits and serves the new while reminding listeners of the old.
On my mind, I passed my bedtime, no rest at the kingdom.
That's what Beyoncé's music has become. An adaptation to the shifts her voice has taken on through the various seasons of her life. Beyoncé's voice is changing, and it's changing her music. I'm going to tell you how in this video. This is O'Neal Gerald. For the last few years, we've been getting Beyoncé doing a lot more rap singing, rather than the power ballad, technically demanding singing of her early solo career.
Baby, I'm so proud.
The older songs were much more expansive in vocal range, but these newer songs are in her speaking range and don't peak high at all. Like in that song, I Can't Quite Say, off her 2018 album with Jay-Z, Everything Is Love, where she peaks at just a G4
Can't believe we made it.
and descends down to a D3.
All of my people are free, I'm on.
Or Shining with DJ Khaled, where she peaked at a G4 again
I dropped the top of the cool.
and extended all the way down to a C3.
Sunny, yeah.
Now, as I said in my breakdown of her REM demo, rap singing is nothing new for Beyoncé. She's been that way since Bugaboo.
It's not hot that you be calling me, stressing me, paging my people, you're just non-stop.
Think about it. But its dominance in a lot of her post-2013 music makes me think this is more than just an aesthetic choice. Now, the reason why the range of the melody of these songs is important is because we are getting a glimpse of what Beyoncé is allowing herself to sing. What Beyoncé sings on the lead vocals of studio albums is not an indication of everything she can do, but a presentation of what she is willing to do. Shirley Caesar alluded to this idea when she talked about Yolanda Adams, saying,
Some women sing all they can. Yolanda Adams sings all she wants.
Beyoncé is not going to record something that will push her to the absolute limits of her voice in a live setting. At least not anymore. You see, the way Beyoncé handled the live singing of her songs earlier in her solo career was more reactive than precautionary. Precaution would have kept Beyoncé's tour voice maintenance in mind and not pushed her to the limits in terms of range while songwriting. Reaction caused her to adjust the songs themselves to perform them in a slightly adjusted way that would be more friendly for her voice. For example, at the tail end of the Beyoncé Experience tour setlist, she would perform Deja Vu, Listen, and Irreplaceable. All of the keys of these songs were adjusted. Deja Vu and Irreplaceable were taken down by a semitone.
Baby, standing in the front yard, telling me, standing in the front yard, telling me.
And Listen was taken down by a full tone.
I don't know where I belong. I don't know where I belong.
And transposition is not the only way Beyoncé has adapted music to her voice in a live setting. At times, she will adjust the original melodies of songs, like in Get Me Bodied, where she changed the original melody of the bridge
Give me body,
to,
give me body,
and then to,
give me body.
and she'll also adjust the original ad-libs of songs. Take a listen to the changes she made to Freakum Dress's ad-libs at the I Am tour.
Invitation, up and shake it, have to waste it.
So to avoid having to change the original nature of her recorded music, I believe Beyoncé has pushed to create music that is less vocally taxing. Thus, the overall repertoire she has to choose from for a tour includes more of these songs, and thus more of a break vocally, keeping fans happy to hear the new music, but also her voice happy to not be pushed so hard. If there's any songs that do this, they are the songs on The Gift, the Lion King album. In fact, on tracks like Bigger and Other Side, we've discovered a rebirth of Beyoncé's take on the power ballad genre, a reconciliation of Beyoncé's rap-inspired lyric delivery,
Understand the truth about that question in your soul.
and the lush legato lines of her power ballads. A new format of ballad that packs the emotional punch of a power ballad, but with much more care for Beyoncé's new tessitura. A format that carries bias to Beyoncé's stronger lower register and her new lower money notes like the C5 and Bigger.
You're gonna run.
And as stated prior, Beyoncé's new slight disposition to her chest register has planted her vocal runs to make them feel like a hailstorm in terms of their agility and punch.
You're part of something way bigger.
And she's also singing much lighter on these new ballads, bringing a new way for her to float across arrangements.
And the wind is talking.
In songwriting, arrangement, and vocal production, Beyoncé is creating a new trademark sound, one that is lighter, lower, and easier on her voice. And this ease in her performance opens up avenues for vocal rest within her touring setlist. What great choices! And all because changes were happening in her voice. Now, it's important to note that these changes in her voice are not a dead end. They are actually a brand new world that Beyoncé is discovering right now. And just like an alto saxophonist learning the nuances of a tenor instrument, Beyoncé is getting used to her new sound even more than we are. And when she fully grasps the ins and outs of this sound, the possibilities of her surpassing her mastery of her pre-childbirth sound are that much more accessible. Just like Delisa told me.
What's happened between the ages of 32 and 36 is I realized I've gotten really comfortable in that upper belt again. Probably more comfortable than I've ever been. Probably better than I was like when I was 21. I don't sound like my 21-year-old self anymore in terms of brightness, but in terms of skill, I've surpassed it.
This brings us to the end of the Beyoncé's Voices Changing series, but I did want to take some time to let you all know of the pre-sale of my oral music theory course, Musical Awareness. So click the link in the description to purchase it at a reduced price and help fund its production and the production of these video essays. And if you're new, don't forget to subscribe to this channel because this is the place where we think deeply to create art that changes the world. I'm O'Neal Gerald, and I'll see you all in the next video. Bye, everyone.